Anyway, moving on, next. You were giving all that energy, and Tina, you sitting there looking like a big ass ketchup and mustard bottle, you said nothing. I saw the tweets. I saw Tina Burner going off. I saw Kandy Muse going off. I saw the little snippet of Tamisha versus Kandy. I was like, there's some stuff that I'm not getting that I need to understand. And that's why, even though it's out of my budget, I had to go get Untucked.
I'm a little gagged.
I'm a little peeved. I'm a little upset.
The Safe Queens are in the lounge, yapping. At this point, I'm like, just be grateful you're not going home. It's a competition. I know you want to be the best every week, but every week that you're still there, be grateful.
A little saboteur. Yeah, it can really get to talking to you.
Can I just say, I love Olivia. Olivia is just such a grown person. Olivia is just so mentally right. Like, she has the right attitude for everything. I really like seeing her. I like hearing her talk. It's refreshing.
Girl, fuck all that. I have been getting ready every single week for my looks on the run.
Kandy, like, what is up with that? What's up with you? You're going off like, screw all of that. My looks this week were amazing and I didn't get a chance to like talk to RuPaul about it. First of all, you're up against 9 other girls right now, or it's 11 other girls still there at the moment. You were not in the top 40 percentile of best looks today. That's a fact.
Look, they like something about us for us to be safe.
Yeah.
That's how you should feel. I'm happy. I'm not mad. I ain't going home. Like, why are they so heated? That's a lot of emotion for Safe.
Tamisha, for someone who sews for a living.
Kandy, you seem like an instigator. Whether you are in real life or not, that's what you're giving on the show, and do not blame editing because editing cannot make you say what you said. Now, this is what I'm getting from you. Tamisha's look is trash and she's a seamstress, so she should be able to do better. I know where you're coming from with that because I expected a lot, and yes, being able to sew and having a taste level are two different things. However, it feels like you are trying to form a coup or to just get alliances that will back you in saying, send this person home because I'm not feeling their drag.
We are safe and we aren't getting critiques.
Right.
Is there any critiques that girls here could give to each other?
In my mind, that's saying the judges can't see our outfits to give us any critique. So, do you have any for me? Seeing that I'm safe and we're both in the same boat?
Elliott, I think you need more self-awareness. I think sometimes you need to read the room.
You're gonna go straight to, I don't like your personality. And while Elliott does have some tendencies that people have noticed online and they're not happy with it, and she is a little bit unaware of certain things, was this the moment though?
My critique to you is have more self-awareness. Read the room. Period. End of discussion. Moving on next.
And why are you so like turned up like automatically? I don't get it, girl. Like, you're telling this woman, I don't like your personality, read the room, you're off-putting. And they're like, I don't know why it's coming up right now. Like, what's this about? And you're just like, well, la 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 la. My throat hurts. And I don't know why Denali is like shaking her head in like agreeance with Kandy when she's like coming for Elliott. I think this is stemming from that one conversation where Elliott was like, oh, if you have family that has been on the show, that means you might get kicked off early because it doesn't guarantee you a spot until the end. I feel like Kandy's holding on to that conversation for some reason. Finally, the girls that were on stage come back because these safe girls are getting on top of my nerves.
It's a couple of you girls I really don't care for. Oh, but I have to commend you on your drag.
You can tell there's something on Tamisha's mind and there's something she wants to get off her chest. I'm fine with the way she did it. You guys who are here turned it and you deserve to be safe. Facts are facts.
Girl, you looking at me? You talking about me?
You won, but I'm just saying.
I don't think I have a nasty attitude.
Oh my god, I cannot. Tamisha is very pointed. Like, yeah, you are one of the girls I don't like. And it's always funny to me when someone says, I don't think I have a nasty attitude, I just say it how it is. It's like, girl, if nobody asked you and you just keep talking what you feel like, then your attitude stinks.
Do I come off as arrogant to anyone else in this group?
Yes, Candy. You know you're arrogant, girl. It's not necessarily a bad
Well,
thing.
arrogant is to me.
First, there is a clear line of demarcation between arrogance and confidence. Trust and believe. So you thinking you're confident, when it goes over the top, you are just arrogant, thinking you are better than people. And you have shown those tendencies with saying, this is my only competition, and apart from her, y'all ain't shit. I am better than all of you. She is the only one above me in this room right now, and as soon as I get my looks together, then she ain't gonna be shit either. A week later, your looks still didn't make you go in the top, so You know what is annoying watching this? All the little young fashion queens, the Gottmik and the Simone and the old heads like Tina, like rallying around this level of arrogance. If I'm your friend and you're acting weird and you're acting crazy, I'm gonna be like, friend, that ain't cute. Calm down, reevaluate, and show yourself in a different light, because people are gonna look at you crazy out in these streets. I'll support you as a friend, but I cannot back you when you're doing this much.
I'm being arrogant every motherfucking morning. Every single one of you bitches sits up in that mirror and smiles in my motherfucking face.
8 minutes and 2 seconds in and I'm getting a clap? You're not fighting for your life here. It's Drag Race. Wait, why are you clapping and getting all hyped? You literally went straight to 10. Like, if I'm being arrogant, call me out. She just did. Multiple people chimed in when she said it and say, you know you are. Is this news to you? Do you not know?
Who you addressing it
To
to?
anyone that wants to take it personal.
Oh, well, I didn't take it personal because I didn't think it was her.
So, with that being said, I'm arrogant, then I'll be motherfucking arrogant to the day I motherfucking die.
Yes, Kandy is a star. She has a really effervescent way about her, but then with that same level of effervescence and like charm, it turns to the complete opposite very quickly. Vanjie is that way, where she's loud and she talks like Kandy, and they are just, you know, very energetic and excitable. Now, being around them, it's like a burst of energy sometimes, but I've never seen Vanjie like just be whack out of nowhere. I mean, Vanjie has turned up on Evie once because she was not feeling the critique that day, and Evie was giving unsolicited, you know, critique and advice. But apart from that, Vanjie's like fun all the time. That's lighting up a room. That's effervescence. Confidence in who you are as a person, but humility to know that you are not the only person here. You give that nice energy, but then your energy keeps going to the point where it's like, I am better than all of you. And no one wants to be around that. I don't even want to watch that. You're going around the room. Am I arrogant? Am I arrogant? Like, girl, you are so loud and boisterous right now. People sitting beside you, I feel like they're afraid to tell you that you're arrogant, because they're like, you might flip the switch and not curse her out and come take me out. Rose is like, from the jump, girl, you know you are. You have been this way. And Rose has known you from New York. So, Tamisha called it out point blank. And Joey J is looking at you like, right now, I'm afraid to even answer you. Take it down a bit, like, chill.
If you don't have star quality,
Baby.
get the fuck out of here.
Girl, star quality. I've been around 30 years, little
That's
girl.
fine. And
Little
you at the
girl.
bottom tonight.
Little girl, I love that. When you're heated and you start clapping, that means something. So the clapping is really taking me aback. Like, girl, are you giving that energy right now? Are you trying to square up? Like, don't give that energy. You're on TV, 1, and 2, it's drag. You can't let this affect you that way. Wait, I'm gonna get myself a drink, and I'm gonna drink every time someone claps or someone says, little girl. Got me some Tito's, not sponsored.
I said what I said.
I never, ever heard any of you bitches in this competition tell that to me to my face. Now,
I just did.
I don't know how we just got from point A to point B.
Shut up, Tina Burner. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Because you did not check your friend when your friend decided to call out Elliott when the room didn't ask for that. Literally, the girl said, you guys have any critique, seeing that we're not on stage? Maybe we can talk about each other. Implying outfits. But hey, you're like, I don't like your attitude and you are a tryhard. And when Elliott was not even popping off at you, she was just pretty much like, well, I don't know where this is coming from. Why is this being brought up right now? You were like, don't do that with me, sweetheart. Anyway, moving on, next. You were giving all that energy. And Tina, you sitting there looking like a big ass ketchup and mustard bottle. You said nothing. So do not come for Tamisha.
I have observed you girls.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Neither one of us gives a fuck.
And I'm ready to pop the fuck off. Because you gonna say and call me arrogant and like you don't give a fuck what any of the bottom girls have to say.
Listen, this is going so far left. And this Tito's is making me warm inside. You are getting so heated. This could have been like, oh, you think I'm arrogant? Like, give me an example. And then they would have given you an example. You'd be like, oh, I didn't think that was what I was giving. But if that's what you got, that's who I am. Or if that's what you got, that wasn't my intention. So sorry. You're acting like you want to square up. And it was so funny to me because Tamisha, it reminds me of when Lala Ree's like, I know Tamisha from Atlanta, and she liked to fight. I was like, Tamisha stood up and walked over to you because you were like, I'm about to pop off because bottom bit is in these don't da 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 da. And I'm like, Tamisha is about that life, so please stop with your clapping. As I said earlier, clapping means something. And for some people, if you start clapping at me, that means you are about that life. Do not come at her that way. She was talking about you the way you were talking to Elliott. Like, you can't dish it to people and not be able to take it. Oh, Elliott, we don't like your personality. Well, oh, Kandy, you're arrogant. Like, it goes both ways, sweetheart.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of someone. I do not want to.
Now, this whole thing, I don't want to be in here getting loud, just standing up. I don't want to be in here. Like, you're escalating everything and talking about you're gonna smack the out of somebody. Girl. Got mixed voice. Tamisha, leave her alone. Shut up. Tamisha is not doing anything to her. If Elliott had the reaction that Kandy's having to what Elliott said to what Kandy said to Elliott, y'all would have been like, Elliott, pipe down. We're just giving you a little feedback. Don't make it seem like Tamisha is like provoking her. She went from 0 to 10 on Elliott when Elliott didn't even like light a fire under her ass. Tamisha is about that life, Kandy. Tamisha is about that life. You said you're gonna smack the shit out of her and she walked up to your face. I think not. I feel like this is what it's like behind the scenes at pageants, at drag pageants. I wanna be someone that like helps to zip up their dresses in a drag pageant so I can like see what happens. I wonder if this is what it's like. Tina Burner is really getting on top of my nerves. This double standard for your friends is really annoying to watch. You cannot be like, no one can give her critique and feedback when she's out here telling everybody who she doesn't like, I don't like you, and you're whack and your personality is trash.
You my biggest competition. Bitches, 12 of us in the contest.
It's dismissive.
That's the arrogant.
Randomly for no reason being like, oh, I thought you should have been in the bottom.
And that's what I'm saying, but you can say what you want to say.
That part, it's exhausting. I don't want this video and the comments to be a whole, we don't like this queen and we like this queen. Everyone kind of knows where my alliance is. There's no secret about it. I don't hate that queen for popping off and clapping her hands like a seal, but I do think she was doing way too much. But what I will say is it was entertaining TV. Personally, do I see myself like being friends with this type of person? I don't know, because I don't like loudness and that's just a lot of noise for me.
But the way things just went down in this room was very disgusting.
I agree. The way things went down in the room was very disgusting, ma'am. Your half-ass apology to Elliott and to everyone else in the room for how you were behaving, I don't really accept it. I'm sorry. I don't dislike you or anything. Like, get it clear, get it straight. I don't dislike anyone that's on the season. They're all great girls. But we're here watching and giving our feedback or reaction, that's what I do, on the events. And it was really disgusting how things played out. and the clapping and the I'm a pop off, I'm a punch bitches in the face, I'm a slap hoes, and all of that disrespectful stuff. And when people are like, oh, you're giving me that energy, I'm gonna give you back that same energy tenfold because I'm not afraid of you, you're gonna walk away and create excitement and try to get people on your side to say that you were right. Someone in the room needs to tell you that you're acting really crazy and it's not cute. I hope no one is going online to like give her hate. I saw a tweet saying that her mom was getting death threats and like hate messages online. Please don't do that. It's a TV show. There are plenty of people that we know in our personal lives that are just like this. So do not go out of your way to give Kandy hate. We see what we saw. We saw what we saw. It was crazy to look at. It was entertaining to watch. She's probably not everyone's cup of tea, but we don't need to tell her that we all hate her, because I don't see why we should. You don't know her, you know?
Just yesterday, the girls were in the mirror talking about, oh, Kandy, you light up the room. We have so much joy working with you. And now the next day, oh.
Listen, little girl. People can tell you light up a room and that you're fun to be around in those moments when you are. And at other times, you can be arrogant and just a lot to take in. And people probably don't want to bring it up because of the way you clap your hands and threaten to punch people in the face. I feel so bad for Joey J because it's very obvious right now that she and Lala Ri are going to be lip syncing for their lives, and no one even looked at either of them the entire time. No one even said, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Because the entire room was so preoccupied with this fight. This was an amazing Untucked. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I had a whole drinking game to every time they said little girl or when Kandy clapped her hands. Woo, I'm turned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care and click that notification bell. Bye. Hey beautiful humans. I have so much more content. Come on, watch my shit.